Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna work on the barn. We're hoping to paint the whole front today. We ended up getting a lift. So the first step that we're taking is we're taking the star off the peak of the barn, and we're gonna have to make two of the parts of it. We're gonna make a whole new star, so we're getting the old one down to get a template, if you will, to make a new star, and then we'll paint it white and put it up at the end. So today we're just hoping to kind of get the trim around the sides of the front, and then we're also going to get the whole front painted red is the plan today. So we're going to get at it. Alright, so we just got to the top of the peak of the barn now. That's the star that's at the top of the barn. We did one coat of white for the trim along the end so far. Now we're going over for the second coat. And while he's doing that, I'm going to go underneath. That's the old red paint that was underneath, and I'm going to freshen that up with the new paint. We got our Wagner here, sidekick, to help us out. And we're going to get rolling. We got to make sure we get the nails that are pointing out that have kind of resurfaced through the years, so we got to nail those in as well. Get paint. Catch up just a little bit. So this is actually a lightning rod cable that we're painting around. It goes all the way from the bottom of the barn all the way up to the top. And then we got 4 lightning rods on the top of the barn. And those were put up when it was built, obviously to prevent lightning from hitting the barn and starting it on fire. Alright, just doing a little status check here. We got so far the white trim done on the top of the barn all the way across, and we got the lean-to off the barn all painted up. Now we got to just work on the majority of the face of the barn, and we're going to keep it rolling. Hey guys, it's now the middle of December, and you can see that the weather's quite different from in the middle of June when we started. It took us about a month to paint everything, and it took us, I believe, 55 gallons of red barn paint to do the whole thing. We went over it twice, and then in the video you've seen that we were rolling it. We did roll the entire barn, and then we had to paint with a paintbrush the trim and some of the boards that were a little bit wavy. And then we actually did some wood we replaced some of the wood that was on the barn because some of the wood was just in really bad shape, so we just replaced it. You might be able to see it behind me. It is right off the corner here, probably about 6 feet in. You can kind of see it on the bottom there. We replaced it. You can probably see it better in the pictures, but we started filming in the middle of June when we started the painting, and then we just got caught up with the painting, and we weren't able to finish the video then. So what I'm gonna do is, we got some pictures that we took on our phones and stuff that while we were painting, so I'm gonna put those in after this so that you can kind of see the steps of the painting. But I wanted to just say some stuff about the barn. The barn was built in 1917, and it was painted then, and then it was also painted sometime around in the 1950s. But since the 1950s, it has not been painted, so that's why it's completely wood look. There was hardly any red on it, besides for the right under the trusses, you want to say. That's not the right word, but anyway, there was a little bit of red that you could see in the video when we went up in the lift. You could see it, and then there was no white on it at all, so we had to do that. But then you're gonna see in the pictures we did all the buildings. We got our horse building over there, and that was where we had our horses when we had them. But we painted all the little buildings last year, and then this year we tackled the barn. And then we also did white on the bottom of the barn. The concrete we painted white, and then we also painted the white milk house in the front of the barn too. But anyway, I was talking about the other buildings. The building in the front was the old chicken coop on the farm, and that we actually painted in 2012. That's why in the pictures you're gonna see it is actually a little, like almost a pinkish. It was red, but it was pink by now. But that was a different paint that we used then. That was a latex based paint, and it just did not hold up. You could see that 10 years roughly, and all the paint was gone completely. So this time we did go with the red oil-based paint, and we're hoping that'll hold up a lot better. Just from 1 year, it looks like it held up a lot better than the latex did, but we'll have to see how that goes. But, oh, so here's a better shot, a little bit closer. I actually can go right inside and show you the boards that we replaced. So these are the boards that we replaced right there. Can't tell how obvious it is in the video, but what happened was, there, you can see them now. But what happened was this little lip of concrete, it must have settled a little bit, and it forced the boards up, and it made them wavy. So we just replaced them and put those new ones in there. Giving you some close-ups of the side. And then this is also something we changed while we were painting. We took and cut that out. That used to be a solid wall off the lean-to in the back. And now we changed it so that we can get in and out with the skid steer a lot easier to clean the back of the barn. So that's a big improvement that we were happy with. So another thing we found that was pretty cool was we found the receipt from 1917, which was the construction of the barn. That after the construction was over, they hired 2 men for 3 weeks to paint the barn, and they hired them for $3 a day. So times changed a little bit, but it's kind of cool that it took us roughly the same amount of time that it took them back in the day. But like I said earlier, I didn't keep up with the videos as we painted, so we do have some pictures, and I'll put those in after this little video, and you can just kind of see the steps of the painting. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time.